Alright, y'all, today is a special episode. Very special, as you can see my guest today, and hopefully you've seen the video that I posted. But anyways, today is Friday. I've got the playlist from the Waltz playing, or at least it was when I was writing this. Hint. Fire by Babyface and Desiree. Whole ass dance scene written around that song. And it wouldn't be a rom-com dance movie without Whitney's I Wanna Dance With Somebody, right? Legit, that song makes me cry. There are a few constants in my life, and one of them is getting so emotionally overwhelmed with the joy and saudade and longing from listening to I Wanna Dance With Somebody. Side note, I remember that song coming on in 2007 on one of my sober nights out in Athens. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if it was sober or not. But anyways, and towards the end of the evening, and the song came on, and I exploded in ecstatic energy. So much that it was the equivalent of a supernova exploding, and the brightness was seen for miles. And others say I'm prone to hyperbolic statements, but fight me. My Leo sign is rising. My rising sign is Leo. Well, yes, I'm on a horse. Also yesterday, I went to Office Depot. Okay, so it had been months since I went into Office Depot. No, actually, let me just show you what I got. So I got an extension cord, the braided kind, because those are really fun. And then, I got some new fountain pens. And I got these little tab thingies, because those are always fun, and I really need some for my script for the layering project, but my hands are really full. So I'm just going to rest right here, and this shirt is doing weird things. Let me adjust. Ooh! Where am I? Where was I? Okay, so normally in the normal times, I'm going to drop this because I'm tired of holding it. So this pen. Normally in the normal times, I do a lot of shopping for the shop, for office supplies and whatnot. In another life, I should have been a buyer because I love spending money, especially other people's money. Hint, someone give me $400,000 to make my movie. Tune in on September 19th to find out how great of a story it is. But I was restrained. We needed USB drives and CDs for customers, and I know who uses those anymore, and we needed some architectural and engineer scales. But I picked me up some of my favorite pens. So these fountain pens come in a pack. It's my new favorite, and I just discovered it earlier this year, right before lockdown. And, oh, okay, let me show you these other pens. Okay, so they've got markers, they've got actual pens, they've got highlighters, and I'm gonna go and get the other prop that I need. This right here. Okay. So, I've been in love with the tool for God knows how long, at least 5 years, because Davon was still living with us when I bought the tool hole puncher thingy, so you can do this thingy right here, but I stopped doing it because really, I can just buy it pre-made. I love my tool notebook. So it's a disc system, and you just pop these little tabs in and out, and you can change out stuff, although it's kind of really hard, and oh my god, you can't see it, but these pages, like, so this one isn't dated, but it's got like top priorities, daily schedule for a rundown. Like say you have a busy day, like sometimes I do. You can write down what's going on, make a to-do list, give it a date, make some notes. Yes. And look, highlighters, permanent markers, real pens, like, and a whole assortment of them. I love them. Like, you know that scene in 30 Rock where Liz Lemon gets all hot and bothered by the idea of spreadsheets? I love the idea of spreadsheets, although in practice they intimidate me. But spreadsheets and office supplies. Yes. Yeah. True story, and I can't believe I'm telling you all this, but when I was little, my dad would bring home boxes of pens from the office, or his office. And he'd usually ask me what kind I'd like, and usually after spending the day with him, I'd figure out those are the pens that I want. And when I say little, I really mean I was probably in the 8 to 11 range, because it wasn't until after I was 10 that he actually left the field and switched to the office, so I guess I was more in the 12 to 15 range. But I digress. Yeah, my idea of play in my early teens was to sit at my desk, put fake expenses into Quicken, and pretend I ran a business. So much has changed, hasn't it? Alright. Yes, I'm hyper. It's also very hot in here. So, what are you all doing this weekend? Tell me in the comments, although you'll never do, because I don't think most of y'all make it this far. So if you do, let's see. Put a fun emoji in the comments. So if you don't know, there are many people heading up to Washington. This happens to be the 57th anniversary of MLK's March on Washington. And in the past few years, I'm going to turn on side saddle now because I really need to address y'all properly. Okay. In the past few years, we've seen so many people say that enough is enough. This generation is the product of the baby boomer generation who witnessed the march, and it's okay. Sometimes courage skips a generation. I know that I have several friends going up or already up there, and I found myself this morning sending prayers into the universe and to my ancestors. Grandma Nettie, Aunt Des, Uncle John, plus all of the other ancestors, to look after them and keep them safe. I worry about their safety in the same vein and breath I worry about the future of this country. Now, I pretend to be an optimist, but oftentimes I feel like I'm a Cassandra who learned her lesson in a previous life and have just opted to keep my mouth shut. All I can say is please study history. I'm wildly all over the place, and I'm also really hot because I have to turn off the AC in order to record, so there's that. And I guess part of that, too, is I worked out this morning on my elliptical. Yay! And I guess I'll just have to tell you all about that more next week after my first full week of exercising. Alright. Alright, y'all. Have a safe... Oh, God. Have a safe and fun weekend. Send those babies and others marching some coins. Keep the network lines open in case we need to pull out the telephone trees of safety. Have fail-safes. Have people who know to hear back from you at a certain time. Call an elder and ask for tips, though most of our civil rights survivors have aged away and are now the ancestors looking over you on these marches. As always, keep bearing the lightness of Bane. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Okay, so it's hot in here. I wish I had the rights to play Freedom, but I guess I'll just have to play it over Belgian color. Got some stripping on here for you. I'm probably gonna cut it sooner than that.